Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here to bind the book. And so I have pulled out my gold medal crochet thread, and that's what I'm going to use on this book. I just think it'll be really pretty. And so what I start with is I'm going to go ahead and I get 3 times what the book size is, and then just a little bit more, just just the insurance right there. Okay, so I've got that ready. I'm gonna set that aside, and next I am going to go ahead and I have my little template, and this is the one that I use for this size book, and I've marked it top. And this time we're just doing a single signature, so we'll just use the center pieces. However, what I am going to do is I am going to line up these on the outside. Okay, see the gutter? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the book and I'm going to line this up like this. And then I've got to get some paper clips. I don't know if I'm going to want the big ones or the little ones. So, I have paper clips right here in my desk. Lots and lots and lots of them. All different kinds. I can actually say different shapes and sizes too. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is straight. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we are at 1 and 1. So come over a little more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my paper clip, the large one, to set this so that it doesn't move. I really haven't had to worry about this that much before, but this being a single signature, and it needs to be right in the center. Okay, so it'll come to the top, and again, paper clip it down. Okay, so back, we are at one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get our awl, and I have this one. Okay, Lake City Craft USA. It was given to me in a very large random act of kindness. Okay, so I'm going to put it in, and I want to make sure that I can see it, so I am going to go around, around, and I'm doing a pamphlet stitch with 5 places. Because I like to use envelopes and other little things, doilies, things that need to be held in by more than one spot, I tend to use the 5 hole. Okay, so there we go. Looks pretty good. Now we'll go ahead and take this off. So we have marked the book. Very happy with that, or that actually the cover. And you know what? We can go ahead while we're have this gigantic needle. Okay, so it's ready. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Well, we're gonna need the paper clips, but the rest of the stuff. Oh, and that one It's part of the book. Okay, so next we're going to take the signature, and this time it's actually the book, but sometimes it would just be a single signature. And we're going to go ahead and make sure things are lined up where we want them. Okay, so the doily is lined up in the charger plate page. Very good. And this is where I want this. So that works out good. And this is a full page. So it needs to line up with the bottom. I like the way this one's lined up. I like the way this one's lined up. This one's another full page. So it should line up to the bottom. Okay, just open one page. Next is this, the envelope page. And then this page. And it should line up to the bottom. Okay. So now we get this little guy. We're going to go ahead and make sure that it's folded and ready. We're going to come back and fold my book. Okay, and push down in the center and then push in at the bottom and the top to make sure everything is lined up. Okay. Okay, I have the vellum page, has a mind of its own. It goes along with the music note page. Remember that we attach those together. Okay, what do we have happening over here? Okay. Okay, the vellum page. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, so now we can go back to the center, which is the big pocket pages. There we go. Put this down the center with the top at the top. Remember, I marked the top. And it's a little bit bigger because it's made for the book. So we're going to go a little bit to the top and a little bit to the bottom. Push it in. And now we're going to add the paper clips. Shoot. Paper clip top. Back. Make sure that our crease is really in the center. Paper clip bottom. And paper clip the top. Okay, one more time. Now you can take something and put it in the middle. Make sure that your seam, your down the center is all lined up. We're going to take the awl again and we're going to go through the center. Okay, there we go. Go through this one. When you're on camera, it's like, is it gonna work? Yes. I hope you guys are enjoying this series of the 1800 ladies start to done. Okay, so I just took that off, but I want to make sure that I'm still close. So I'm going to come up here and put a paper clip there. Just come here and do that. Okay, I see the light. You can see the light through the holes, that's a good thing. Okay, you want to remember to take this out because you don't want to sew your template into your book. Sound like I might have done it before? Yep, I might have done it before. Okay, so now here we are. We're going to put the book in. We're going to put the awl away. We have our new needle that I got at the $1.49 store. It's pretty big. I mean, pretty long anyway. Okay, so we're going to start by going through the center hole and front to back. Okay. And then I come and find the center hole in the book. You see that? Center hole in the book. And do the same thing. Now here I can pull this all the way up to about there. Okay. And then one of the things I've started doing is I also put this under the paper clip and actually under a couple paper clips so that it won't, hopefully it won't go through. While I'm busy paying attention to this, I've had the thing go through. So we're going to come back. And this is really awkward to do on camera, just so you know. So it's going to take longer because I'm on camera. So I'm going front to back. Then I'm going to go to the next hole up. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. So I need to be able to work in here. So I'm just going to pull it to about there because I have this really long needle. You probably don't want one this long, but I needed a new needle. And I'm really glad to have this. So I'm not going to complain that it's too long. It is too long though. Okay, so I came through. Now I'm going front to back in the top hole. Okay, and front to back in the book. Okay, so I leave it like this, like you're tying a corset. They always supposedly did the little and then went back. Okay. Put it through and then went back and tightened it. So we're going to do the same thing. So now we're going back down to the second hole again, and we're going from the back to the front this time. Okay. And with this metallic thread, you have to be careful because you don't want the plies to come apart. Probably should have just used white just because would have been easier. But not as pretty. Okay. So now I'm going back to front in the second spot on the book. And there we go. And we're just going to continue to do this. Now we're going down to the next one, to the third hole inside the book. Sorry. I can't even tell you how awkward this is to do. Okay, so now we're going front to back here. I'm having trouble getting it through the book hole. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just through. Okay, so we need to tighten these up a little bit. Let's see. They're bunching up in here. I haven't really ever had this happen before. But I need more string. Oh, I just pulled it through. Well, I'll be doggone. Okay, so instead, we're going to start at this one. Did I just lose the needle? I might have just lost the needle. Okay, so we'll rethread it. Okay, so we're changing. We are starting at the second one, going in, coming through the top one here, rather than starting over. Oh, can't use that needle. It's one of those funky ones. Okay, threading the needle. It's always fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll pull from here. Another thing that we can do is we can tie something on here. I think that's a really good idea. We'll just tie a paper clip. We're going to tie a paper clip on to the end so that it doesn't get to go through. Double tie a paper clip so it doesn't get to go through. We can just cut that off later. Okay, so we're going to pull this up. There we go. See, I thought what I was doing was going to help us not have this problem. Okay, so let's see if I can get the twist out of. Got an awful lot of twist in this. Okay, so now we're going to come back and go through. I have to pull this apart a little bit. We're going to go through the second hole. We have a smaller or shorter needle this time, so okay. So you see I'm pulling it through. And then we're going to go front to back in the book. Pull it through. Back to front in the book. to front in the book, into the third hole. Boy, the new needle was much better. Okay, there we go. And front to back through the book. There we go. And through the cover. This is going into the fourth hole. Come up through the fifth hole. Okay. Ah. I should have left the needle threader that came with this thing. I should have left it out so that I could use it. I put it with the sewing stuff to use it in a tassel. I don't know if you can see what's happening here, but the metal part is separating from. Let's see if I can get it to hug around the base crochet thread. Again, I should have just used white, but I don't have ecru right now. I have white, and I didn't want to use white. I could have dyed it with the... Okay. Oh, yeah, it's in there. Okay. Okay, we got it. Okay, almost done. Fifth hole coming through the book. Fifth hole coming through the book. One more time. There we go. Fifth hole coming through the book. Okay. Now through the fourth hole. I love this part though. Once this is all done and the book is put together, it's like, wow. Okay. Uh-oh. We lost the metal thread. Okay. Okay, so now we've got it through all the places. Now we need to tighten the book up, and we're going to start with, I'm going to start with this place here. So this goes down to here, okay? And it comes across the book, and then it comes in here, okay? So now we go from there and we come down and we tighten that here. And then we tighten this. This here. Then we tighten it in the book. Okay, so our top one is tight. Top one is tight. Let's go this way. This one. This one. because we already have a long string here. Okay, so that should bring it to the book. So I'm pulling it through, tighten, and now we're at the original one. Okay, so okay. That was the metal string. It got stuck on it. So, yeah, you might think twice before using metal string because it's not all it's cracked up to be, apparently. Okay, so now I come back with the needle. This is why I leave the needle in, so that I can come back underneath the last one that we tightened. And then I can do a double knot here. Okay, so tie it, double knot. Be careful, you don't want to break your string at this point. Okay, so I like my strings to possibly hang down at the underneath. So I'm going to pull or have them come down to underneath. And now, able to take the paper clips off. And our book is in. Yay! Yay! Okay, so now our book is put together, and so we'll be back. I hope you enjoyed this video. We learned that we might not want to use the gold metal thread. It does still have some pieces of the gold thread. I'm going to cover this here, so that's okay. So here we go. This is our book, and let's see, it closes. Yay! I love it. Love it, love it. So come back for the next video. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye!